like essays are not stories. Story is like everything, your overall profile. So
एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स को बहुत अच्छे से लिखेंगे या फिर एसेस को बहुत अच्छे से लिखेंगे, और फिर जो मतलब ऑप्शनल सेक्शंस रहेंगे कि तुम्हारे पापा क्या करते हैं, तुम्हारी मम्मी क्या करते हैं,
it's like few school level or some kind of level extracurriculars.
why you came to Yale. He just said, oh, okay, so I'll tell like two to three small stories.
Hello, Atharv. Good morning, Atharv. How are you?
Hello, good morning. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I think we connected after 1 year, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Personal.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
been a long time.
Last year we connected. So as you know that, as we know that Atharv got accepted into YYGS, and he also have tons of other extracurriculars. And Atharv is a brilliant student. So Atharv, my first question: who are you, Atharv?
If I had to put it into words, I'd say I'm a 16-year-old boy from a very small town in Maharashtra who has very big dreams to go to a good school in US and make a name for himself.
Okay, okay, totally makes sense. Okay, so Athar, what about your journey? Like, according to you, when your journey started, everyone's have their own journey. So, according to you, in which grade, at what time your journey started?
So my journey started in lockdown when I was in grade 8. Uh, I had a friend who used to live beside my house, and he just came up to me one day and asked me, "What's your goal in life?" And I said, "I'll get into a good school in India. I'll go for my more higher studies in abroad." But he said that you could do your undergrad in abroad, and that sparked something in me, and then I started to look into it, and it took me around 3 years to convince my parents to make them say yes, that you can go and study abroad. And then they started to support me fully, and I dropped out of the Allen coaching classes as such, and then I started to do my own thing.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So, that means like one friend give you hope, or one friend give you the idea of abroad study.
Yeah,
Then,
yeah, 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 yeah.
okay. So, please, can you name that student?
His name is Sarthak Drukkar, and we both still are together, like just one lane behind my house he lives, and we both are still preparing to this day. We are working on our applications as we speak.
Okay, okay, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So, Atharv, when you like get to know about YYGS, and how you get to know about YYGS?
So Sarthak only told me that there's a summer program called Yale Young Global Scholars, because I didn't know the concept of summer programs as such, and we talked a lot about it, and we saw multiple YouTube videos on it, and it was a goal for last 2 to 3 years, and yeah.
Okay, amazing, amazing. So, when you started your YYGS application, so according to you, in the overall application journey, which is the
Yeah.
most important part of your application, according to you? Like, which is the most
The,
important part
yeah.
of the application?
The most important part of the application would what which I would say is the story. It's not the essays, it's not the extracurriculars, but the story that your entire application tells. So uh, each and everything factors into it, like all the optional sections too, like what your parents do, what your grandparents do, even those things factor in. You should use all the optional sections to just tell you a story. That's all about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I totally agree with that, because as I always says, essays are not essays. Essays are stories, and you are saying ki,
Yeah.
essays are not stories. Story is like everything, your overall
Yeah.
profile. So I agree with that, because just writing a few paragraphs about you,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
won't, yeah, it won't show your overall story. Your overall story will define, or will give idea from your extracurriculars, from your journey, your experiences, and
yeah,
overall dynamic profile. So I agree
yeah,
with.
absolutely correct. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so Athar, let's moving forward to the essays. So anything you want to share about your essays, how you started, and some important
yeah.
points to write essay?
So what I started is, we had a prompt, which backgrounds or beliefs have shaped you. And then my dad used to say this one quote. I'll say it in English and Hindi both. uh, इतनी मेहनत कर कि खुदा खुद नीचे आके पूछे कि बता बंदे तेरी रजा क्या है, which means like the god will come down to the realms of humans and ask you, uh, what's the thing that you want. Until then you are very uncertain as, will god come or not. So I started with that because, if my town is a hub for like the NEET and JEE exams. Like students from Bombay, Pune, Hyderabad, they come to my town to study for these exams. And I took a very unconventional path as such, and I didn't know the outcomes that are in the future. And so I wrote about that. And then we had a essay. If you want to include a sport in the Olympics, which sport would that be, or activity or hobby? So what I said is chess boxing. It's a event where a chess player and a boxer are paired together. You don't know who will win. If the chess player is very good, he could win in the chess round itself. If the boxer is very good, he could win there. So I use these two essays to show how I'm still working towards my goals, still, that I don't know what the main outcome would be.
Okay, so you started your essay with that code, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
इज एन स्टूडेंट नेम्ड क्या नाम है भाई, शांतनु। सो वो हमारे इधर सीटीएस में आए हुए हैं, तो शांतनु कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना हो तो पूछ सकते हो। ही इज ऑल्सो अप्लाइंग टू वाईवाईजीएस। इधर इधर थोड़ा
Oh,
फ्रेम में। हाय अथर्व।
yeah. Hello, hello. Hi.
दिख
How are
नहीं
you?
रहे हो? नहीं रहे हो? यहाँ दिख रहे हो।
Hello.
तो
How are you?
हाय,
बोलो बोलो।
बेसिकली आई वांट टू आस्क दैट भैया आपको क्या लगता है ऐसी कौन सी चीज है जिसकी वजह से आपका वाईवाईजीएस में हुआ?
मतलब अभी सार्थक जो मेरा है दोस्त, तो फिर हम दोनों ने एप्लीकेशन साथ में किया था, बट जो की डिफरेंस था हम दोनों के एप्लीकेशन में, मैंने हर एक ऑप्शनल सेक्शन में भी, जो मुझे मतलब मैंने सब कुछ लिखा, अगर कुछ सेक्शन ऑप्शनल भी रहा, मैंने वहां पे सेम इस लेवल का मैंने एसेस के लिए लिखा। मैंने ऑप्शनल में भी सेम लैंग्वेज यूज करी, सब सेम, मतलब 100% डेडिकेशन जो बोलते हैं एप्लीकेशन को, मैंने वो हर मतलब ऑप्शनल सेक्शंस हो, तुम्हारे मार्क्स एक्सप्लेन करो, तुम्हारा इनकम एक्सप्लेन करो, मैंने हर जगह सेम रखा। मतलब कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं कि एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स को बहुत अच्छे से लिखेंगे, या फिर एसएस को बहुत अच्छे से लिखेंगे, और फिर जो मतलब ऑप्शनल सेक्शंस रहेंगे कि तुम्हारे पापा क्या करते हैं, तुम्हारी मम्मी क्या करते हैं, उसको मतलब लाइटली दैट उनका बिजनेस है या फिर वो डॉक्टर्स है, सिर्फ इतना लिख के छोड़ देंगे। मैंने उनकी भी स्टोरी बोली कि हाउ डिड दे स्टार्टेड, बट मैंने उसको एकदम शॉर्ट रखा, लाइक 4 लाइन में सब खत्म कर देना चाहिए, दैट्स इट। तो आई थिंक दैट वाज द पार्ट। इफ यू मतलब अभी मैंने वहां पे जाके इतने सब लोगों से बात किया, सम सेड की उनके एसेज, सम सेड की उनके एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स, बट मेरे को लगता है कि उन लोगों ने जो एसेज लिखे, उसमें जो स्टोरीज थी, वो ड्यू टू दैट, तो फिर मतलब एसेज ही मेक और ब्रेक रहते हैं। बिकॉज अगर तुम्हारे मार्क्स कम आ गए बाय चांस, तो फिर तुम्हें उसके ऊपर ऐसे नहीं लिखना है, उसको बस 2-3 लाइन में ऐसे में हल्के से मेंशन कर देना है कि इस टाइप से हुआ था इसीलिए मार्क्स कम आ गए। बट आई स्टिल केप्ट गोइंग। सो मतलब अभी मेरे को एक वीक में से तीन चार बच्चों के आते रहते हैं मैसेज कि कैसे करना चाहिए। तो फिर मतलब एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू कैन आस्क अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल, बट यू डोंट नो कि क्या मेक और ब्रेक फैक्टर होगा तुम्हारे इसमें।
हम्म।
क्योंकि जो मतलब 4 अलग अलग होते हैं एडमिशन ऑफिसर उनके। सो
हम्म।
आई स्पोक टू देम एंड दे सेड कि मतलब सबका एप्लीकेशन अलग ही रहने वाला है। कुछ लोग दे डिडंट राइट गुड एसेज, बट they still, means we still took them in, because we saw the impact that they could make through their extracurriculars. So मतलब I thought कि मतलब मैंने essays इतने अच्छे लिखे हैं, so that's the reason
Okay, okay.
that they took me in. So मतलब बहुत factors है. So what you have to do is nail every single one of them. It's not कि मतलब एक ही किया तो by chance लग जाओगे, नहीं नहीं नहीं, सब करना पड़ेगा.
Exactly, exactly. Abhijit,
हाँ हाँ. अच्छा हाँ हाँ. कोई नहीं, चल जाएगा.
and what about next plans? Like application yearly में apply कर रहे हो ना अभी?
हाँ हाँ, कर रहा हूँ मतलब माय मेन टारगेट इज NYU. बिकॉज फिर मतलब अभी फर्स्ट आई थॉट कि आई अप्लाई अर्ली टू येल, बट येल जाके मुझे मतलब उतना अच्छा नहीं लगा मुझे येल जितना मुझे NYU मतलब जाके अच्छा लगा वहां पे. सो
Okay,
प्लान टू NYU कर रहा हूँ अभी.
okay, great,
हम्म.
great. ये सही है. और NYU like ED के अंदर, right? ED.
या ED1 एंड देन ED2 जॉन्स हॉपकिंस करना सोच रहा हूँ.
Okay, it's also a good
बाकी
college.
सब रेगुलर.
ओके, सो मुझे लग रहा है कि ज़्यादातर हो गया होगा, लाइक ऐसे इज कंप्लीटेड, राइट? मोस्टली
क्या
चीज़ें।
एसेस के मतलब ड्राफ्ट्स मतलब लिख के नहीं रखे, सब मतलब ऐसे का आइडिया स्ट्रक्चर है पूरा. बस अभी एक दो दिन में निपटा दूंगा वही, मतलब चार पांच अलग अलग ड्राफ्ट्स है दिमाग में, स्टोरीज जो लिखने हैं.
ओके,
एक दिन में हो जाएगा वो, एक दो दिन में.
ग्रेट. एंड लाइक व्हाट अबाउट लाइक अदर पीपल, जैसे कि तुम गए थे तो तुम्हें एक्सपीरियंस हुआ कि
हाँ
YYGS में जो सिलेक्टेड स्टूडेंट्स हैं, सो व्हाट अबाउट योर एक्सपीरियंस कि आउट ऑफ ऑल एक्सेप्टेड स्टूडेंट्स हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स will get into some good universities? You have some kind of idea?
मतलब द पीपल आई स्पोक टू ओवर देयर मतलब सब ऐसे थे कि सैट में 1550 या फिर
Oh.
32 36 इन देयर ACTs. सो मतलब द थिंग इज व्हाट आई थॉट कि मतलब अभी मैं बहुत छोटे शहर से हूँ यहाँ पे, मतलब सिर्फ जो हमारी बैच है
Hmm.
उसमें ही है चार लोग जिनको अब्रॉड जाना है. बाकी हमसे
सब
पहले कोई नहीं गया,
इंडिया।
हमारे बाद भी कोई जाना नहीं चाहता है अभी अभी तक तो.
हाँ, ऐसे ही
तो
होता है।
मतलब मेरे को ऐसा लगता था कि बाप रे, मेरा प्रोफाइल इतना अच्छा है, ये सब मेरे मार्क्स अच्छे हैं, ये वो. बट वहां पे कुछ बच्चे ऐसे थे जो इंटरनेशनल मैथ्स ओलंपियाड दे के वहां पे खाली छुट्टी मनाने के लिए आए थे
या
YYGS में. तो वो रियलिटी चेक बहुत खराब बैठा कि मतलब अपने से भी बहुत बहुत आगे बच्चे हैं.
हाँ,
हाँ
एग्जैक्टली, बिकॉज लाइक हमारे लिए ड्रीम होता है YYGS में जाना, इट्स
हाँ
लाइक
हाँ
समर प्रोग्राम में जाना, बट लाइक वहाँ जाके हमें रियलाइज होता है कि लाइक फॉर सम स्टूडेंट्स इट्स अ बेसिक एक्टिविटी, बेसिक
हाँ
उनके पास
हाँ
ऑप्शंस होते हैं, चूज YYGS और अदर प्रोग्राम, सो समथिंग लाइक
हाँ
दैट,
हाँ.
सो या
तीन लोग
टोटली।
एक तो बच्चा ऐसा था, ही गॉट इन इनटू MIT. बस
ओह,
उसे मतलब टाइम पास करना था आने के पहले, इसीलिए वो यहाँ पे आया था.
ओह माय गॉड।
हाँ हाँ हाँ. उससे तो जब बात की तो वो मतलब उसके कंट्री में हर एक मैथ्स ओलंपियाड में उसका फर्स्ट या सेकंड ही नंबर है. तो दैट मेड सेंस हाउ ही गॉट इनटू MIT.
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली। कौन सी कंट्री से था वो, पता है कौन सी कंट्री?
आई थिंक ही वाज फ्रॉम केन्या.
केन्या, या इन केन्या। केन्या के अंदर लाइक आई ओनली सो फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स जिसके लाइक ओलंपियाड और लाइक ज़्यादा अच्छे होते हैं, बिकॉज इंडिया से थोड़ा सा कम ही है वहाँ पे, कंपेयर टू इंडिया, बहुत कम है।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, मतलब इंडिया में ओलंपियाड एग्जाम से बहुत कॉम्पिटिटिव है, उनके यहाँ पे उतने कॉम्पिटिटिव नहीं है एज सच.
हाँ,
मतलब फर्स्ट सेकंड आना इज नॉट इजी आई वुड से, बट कंपटीशन कम रहता है बहुत,
हाँ,
क्योंकि
कंपटीशन का।
एग्जाम तो उतने ही हार्ड रहने वाले एट द एंड ऑफ द डे.
हाँ, बट वहाँ पे कम लोग हैं, लाइक कम लोग अवेयर है वहाँ पे, और
हाँ
बहुत
हाँ
कम
हाँ
अवेयरनेस है, और गाइडेंस बिल्कुल नहीं है उनको, करना क्या है, दे आर
हाँ
जस्ट
हाँ हाँ
लाइक।
हाँ, खुद से ही करते हैं सब.
So, Atharv, like we discussed about our essays. So, according to you, like if there are two students, okay, first student who have
Yeah.
like great extracurriculars, but he didn't invested some time on essay writing. He just wrote a essay in just 1 or 2 day. He is not serious about essays, but he have good extracurricular. Okay, he's a one student. Okay, now second student. who have low extracurriculars, don't have good extracurriculars, just like few school level or some kind of level extracurriculars,
Mhm.
but he invested lots of time on essay writing. Okay, approx
Mhm.
1 month or 2 month, he's researched a lot about essay. So according to you, which student have more chances to get into, or like what is the difference between both profile?
The difference between both profiles is the interest would easily come across for the second kid who spent a lot of time in those essays, and it would skyrocket his chances because he spent that time, and it should be clearly visible in his essays. Because if he writes essay and he does not show that he spent a lot of time on it, then the chances of the other kid slightly increases, but he has worked for so long it would be visible, so hence the second kid definitely. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay, and Atharv, according to you, you have experience of YYGS, Yale campus, and all. So, please, can you share your thoughts about accepted students, students from around the world, like from Kenya, from Pakistan, everywhere. Okay, so according to you, you found any kind of difference between students, and what is the reality check?
Oh, okay. So I'll tell like two to three small stories. So I just went. We had a small activity, which was a small treasure hunt in the Yale campus. So the person I was paired up with was a gold medal winner in international maths Olympiad, and when I spoke to him that why you came to Yale, he just said he was too tired from the Olympiad, and then he didn't know till the last day would he come to Yale or not. But he decided on the last day to come to Yale, and then I met Mr. Toby, who was from Kenya. He got into MIT, and we sat besides each other for a lecture. And when he told me that he was in MIT and he just came here to make some friends, and I was so shocked. I didn't have words to speak. And then a kid from Singapore who had a 1580 on the SAT, he was ranked number one in his like under 19 table tennis in his country, and he is a student power lifter who his record is around 600 pounds, and he showed us that at the gym. So, and he's a year younger than me. That was the most shocking part, that he's a year younger than me and he has like more achievements than me. So when you step out of the fishbowl of your world and enter a ocean, uh, you'll see that.
Yeah, exactly. And because we thought ki, okay, I have good profile, and
Yeah.
I invested my lots of time, and but when we got into YYGS, we realized ke other students have other achievements, like great achievements. And YYGS, it's not about tons of activities. Yeah, I believe ke those students deserve, because they have great profile, they
Yeah,
have Olympiads and
ex-
all. But according to you, is it possible for students who don't have good extracurricular but have dedication, have like vision, and invested time on application?
yeah. So the one of the best friends that I made at Yale, his best extracurricular was he could solve a cube in 20 seconds, and he wrote a essay on that, how the cube is scrambled at first, but when he solves it, each piece falls into its place. And he spent around 2 months on that, and he showed that he wants to come to this program. He has the factor that it takes to get into YYGS, and he got in. Even if you don't have like exceptionally good like national level, international level extracurriculars, but you focus on something that you like and you try to get good in that, if you show that, yeah, then you'll definitely get in.
Okay, amazing, amazing, Arthur. Arthur, what about financial aid? You
Yeah.
applied because YYGS is need blind, right? So you applied for financial aid or without financial aid?
Yeah, yeah. So I applied for financial aid, and I put in a expected family contribution of $600. But when accepted me, it came down to around $1,000. But I didn't know if you write a mail to them saying you have these big expenses which will happen in future and you need to save up for it. So I heard from two to three different kids that they just sent a mail and their entire cost of attendance was waived. So I paid the entire $1,000. So in total, I got around the 86% scholarship, I would say. Yeah,
Okay, okay, great. 86% is also a good scholarship of financial aid. And I would suggest to all students to just mail them and try to be honest with your finances, and
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
mail them, because I know some students, they are like trying to raise funds and trying to collecting money. In reality they don't have, but to attend that program they are like struggling. So I would suggest, be realistic. If you don't have money, then mail them
Yeah,
and
yeah,
show
yeah.
them you don't have. Don't think, okay, they will reject me. No, they are need blind. Need blind means like your financial aid application and your overall application, these are different. Okay, like your financial application never affect your real application. So if you got accepted, then it's not a factor about financial aid. How much you are asking, they will give you. Okay, but yeah, add right information. Don't think, okay, my family contribution is like 5 6 lakh or 5 6 thousand dollar, but I'm showing $0. So don't do that.
Ex-
Or because like if they found came.
because there are a lot of other people who, if they get that money, then it would change their life if they come to Yale. Because two to three kids at Yale, they paid the full fees. They took out a loan for that because they knew that they could repay the loan back easily. So some other kids could come to Yale.
Okay, okay, got
That's
it.
what they think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And other what about your journey of extracurriculars? Like currently, please can you list down all of your extracurriculars and your overall profile, and you also applying to NYU and other universities this year in yearly action or AD.
Yeah.
So yeah, so please can you list down overall your
Hello.
profile.
Yeah, so for my Yale application, the three extracurriculars that I put in was I had a bot startup on Discord where 16,000 people used it for like entire year, like total around 6 lakhs people used it, but each month on average at least 16,000 would definitely use my bot on Discord. And then I used to lead the school magazine team at my old school for my grades 9, 10, 10. The entire magazine, it went to around 60 to 70 schools in the entire state of Maharashtra. And then my third extracurricular was I used to international MUN organization where I wrote a lot of study guides for the different MUNs, and then I used to train kids. I used to train the people who chair the conferences. Yeah, and I hosted two to three of them. Yeah.
Okay, amazing, amazing. And what about CTS? I think you connected from last 1 2 years or more
Yeah,
than two
yeah.
years. Yeah. So how CTS benefited you, and any thoughts about CTS? Anything?
So first I found CTS through the YouTube videos, and then I saw the free resources that you used to give, which is a really good thing because students really struggle to find these resources, and it's a very huge thing that you do, that you make a list of all these extracurriculars and you give it for free. That's the most impressive part, that you do it all for free.
Thank you for your thoughts. Our mission is not to make money. Our first mission is to help students, because I know on internet there is information. There is lots of information, but mostly information is not exact, or resources are
Yeah,
not
yeah.
available.
It's
Yeah,
scattered. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's scattered, and it's not about only scattered. Mostly people are just trying to sell their resources. For example, they will
Yeah,
say you, just if you want this PDF, then just uh, like uh, uh, do this, and something like that. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
find out that there is no single available platform where you can access every material possible, and we are consistently improving those materials. And we will also working on the some big projects, like we are creating a overall web app for students. So on that web app we will be creating their roadmap, we will manage their
Oh, nice.
portfolio, their application and everything.
Mhm.
So from last 5 6 months we are working on that, and soon we will big launch. So we are trying to make
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
yeah. So definitely. Okay, so any tips for students who are applying to YYGS, anything?
Yeah, what I'd say is you should go and speak out to ex students who've been to Yale from your specific countries, because they'll help you. So I spoke to Joel Jaimon and Ayush. I don't recall his surname, but I spoke to around 10 people who helped me get through the essays or the financial aid part, how to write the letters, or your expected family contribution, how to calculate that. So, speaking to a lot of people would help you get even better at what you want to do.
Yeah,
That's it.
totally makes sense. Totally makes sense, Atharv. And I will connect with Atharv and all alumni of YYGS. So if anyone have any doubt, any question, then just let me know or comment. Okay, comment your question, so we will answer. And it's not just about applying to summer program. It's about applying. It's, you can say that if you are applying to university, so it's a small brother or younger brother of college
Yeah,
application. Yeah, because mostly stuff are little bit same, not exactly, but you have to submit a
yeah,
transcript
yeah.
in college application, in summer program, both LWRs, your extracurriculars, your essays, and all. So I would suggest कि if you are a 11th grader, junior or senior year, you have to apply for YYGS. Only 11th grader, 12th graders are not eligible, so you have to apply if you are in 11th grade.
Yeah, and one final piece of advice, what I would say is, if you don't get into a summer program, it's not the end of the world. Don't lose out hope for the bigger picture, which is to get into a good college, because I've seen a lot of people get too attached to a summer program, and when they don't get in, they just leave their entire dream of studying abroad or doing something else. So don't get too attached. If you don't get in, it's not the end of the world. You can still focus on the bigger picture, and you'll surely achieve something good in your life.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Because it's not about a race, it's a journey. So don't think that, okay, if I lose that race, I will lose the life. Okay, it's not, because it's not a race. Okay, so you
It's a
will,
marathon.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a marathon, and you will not losing anything, because there is a difference between race and journey. So in race, yeah, if you lose, then yeah, you end up your competition. But in journey there are countless ways. You just have to find your displacement. Okay, there is a displacement is race, but you have to find your distance. There are thousands of ways you can
Yeah.
achieve your goal, by train, by plane, by marine, and yeah, just try to be think that yeah, it's a journey. Okay, Athar, so thank you, Athar, for sharing
Yeah.
your journey.
Yeah.
And yeah, so stay connected, and I would love
Yeah.
to
Thank you for
be a
having me.
part of yeah, part of your journey of NYU. So I appreciate,
Yeah.
and I,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I pray for you to get accepted into NYU. Okay.
मतलब वही हुई, मतलब वो लास्ट में यही बोलना था कि इफ यू डोंट गेट इन, इट्स नॉट द एंड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, क्योंकि मतलब एक दो बच्चे इतने अटैच हो चुके हैं वो प्रोग्राम को कि येल जाना है, बट इफ दे डोंट गेट इन, आई एम थिंकिंग कि वो तब क्या करेंगे, इतना अटैच हो चुके हैं कि जाना ही है, उनका लाइफ का गोल बन चुका है वाईवाईजीएस जाना।
Yeah, exactly. So
या
yeah,
बस ये
totally
बोलना
makes
था।
sense. Totally makes sense. So thank you, Athar. Let's cross the sky limits.
या लेट्स क्रॉस द स्काई।
Yeah, we have to cross. Thank you. All the best. Bye bye, Athar.